49 appearances last season, 54 the season before that, and already 14 this. What are the keys to that stat?
I think just consistency. I think when I first moved down here, my main aim was to try and play as many games as I could. Thankfully I've been quite lucky with injuries, and yeah, it's good playing as many games as possible, and hopefully I can play many more for this club. Yeah.
And you've been versatile as well, because you played in many different positions, but it seems like that central midfield position now has been yours for quite a while. Yeah,
I think so. I think when I was first on loan here, I think I was playing up front, and then when I first came down here, I played in a few different positions. But yeah, I think the last few years I've sort of been playing centre mid more, and I'm enjoying it. Being in the thick of the action is something that I enjoy. So as long as I'm playing and doing something for the team, then I'm happy to do whatever the manager wants me to do.
League Two football is relentless as well, though, and I suppose there's no better example of it than the week that's coming up, because we travel to Cambridge, then Tuesday night we travel to Scunthorpe, and then you've got the Devon Derby the following Saturday. So you do need to be robust and fit to succeed in League Two, don't you?
Yeah, it's a difficult league to play in, week out, but something I enjoy. I thrive off, playing as many games as possible, whether it's, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. I think everyone's aware of the travelling you sort of do when you're down here, but, that's just, part and parcel of living in Exeter and playing for Exeter. But, the majority of us are used to it now, so it doesn't make too much difference. And, you get to, we're a tight-knit group, so you don't mind being on the bus with certain characters for a long amount of time.
Bear Sweeney, one of them.
Yeah.
In terms of extra work that you do outside of what we see out on the training pitch here, what do you do in terms of getting that robustness and that fitness? We often see you in the gym after training as well, don't we?
Yeah, I think you've got to stay in the best shape possible. It's tough when you have lots of games to sort of keep on top of the gym work that we've got given. I think Connor Durbridge has come in this year and done a fantastic job with us. So yeah, I think it's important to keep ticking over, as you say, but making sure that when you come to the game you're as fresh as possible.
We're now at the quarter stage of the league season, 12 games in, and sitting pretty a point off the top of the table. However, at this stage last season, we were actually in the same position, second, and a point better off. But when you look at it as a whole, it seems like we're stronger this year and more equipped to battle for a sustained battle at the top. Is that something you see as well?
Yeah, I think the strength in the squad is clear to see. I think you can see Lewis, unfortunately picked up an injury, and Johnny came in on Saturday and was fantastic. It's just not the 11 here that's important. I think you've got the people coming off the bench, the people that are on the bench, and the people that aren't even making the bench. They're more than capable of playing week in, week out in this league. I think it's important not to get too carried away at looking at the league table at this point. It'll come down to the last few months of the season, and then if we're in and around it come then, that's when we can start really focusing on it. But it's important now to just continue to concentrate on the next game. As I say, I know it's cliche, but the next game is the most important one, and if we can keep ticking them off, then we'll be in a good place.
April now does seem a long way away, but it goes by in a blink of an eye, doesn't it? Do you ever get time to reflect and enjoy games once the season's up and running, or is it all about that next game?
I think as soon as you sort of play a game, finish, you go through clips of the game, I think you sort of put it to one side, and then your focus is mainly on the next one. The good thing about this league is there's always a game around the corner, whether it's this month around the Christmas period. You've got to recover and repair and sort of focus on the next one. So although you look at stuff that you can improve on, it's important to just keep looking forward and keep trying to pick up points in the next games that we've got coming up.
You mentioned the competition for places in the Exeter City squad at the moment. Does this feel like one of the most competitive squads you've had at your time at Exeter City in terms of people really pushing for places, people being fit and people being in form as well? Yeah,
definitely. I think since I've been here, this is definitely one of, if not the strongest squad we've had. You can see that, like I said before, the depth in the squad. If someone gets injured, there's a good few people that could step up that have plenty of experience playing in this league, which is important because it's a difficult league to play in. And I think if you've got experience playing it, you sort of know how to win games. And I think the more you play, not the easier it becomes, because winning a game of football is never as easy as you think it is. But you have more know-how and you sort of know how to see games out as such.
When we look back at last season, it seems the squad is a little more settled going into this autumn than it perhaps was last autumn, because there was always that question mark about Jayden Stockley possibly being on his way in January. Do you think that consistency, if we get it in January, could be a key factor going into this season?
Yeah, I think consistency is one of the most positive things about a team. I think if you're consistent during the course of the season, you'll be in a good place. Obviously, losing Jayden in January last year was tough to take, but we've got some fantastic players that have come in, and I think now the squad and the manager's probably settled. I think it would have been 6 months into Matty's start of his job, so we're 18 months later we're in a really positive place, and we're excited to see what the rest of the season will bring.
How much do you keep in contact with the players that have left the club, and how much do they still look out for City's results?
Yeah, I think I sort of message the majority of people that I've played with throughout my time at Exeter. That's the lovely thing about Exeter. We've made some good friends down here that have gone on to other stuff. I think it's been mentioned before. I went up to see Jayden the other day. I've seen Liam McAlinden. There's plenty of, I could list a number of people, but that's a good thing. We always keep in contact. We always congratulate someone if they've scored goals or they've won, and they do the same for us. So it's a nice feeling around this place that's continued with people that have moved on to other things.
You seem like a very popular player in the Exeter City dressing room, and a very popular player amongst the fans as well. How much does that please you?
Yeah, well, if it's true, it's pleasing. Yeah, I enjoy coming into work every day. I enjoy being around the squad, the staff. I enjoy playing a game on a Saturday or Tuesday. It's what everyone wants to do. It's what everyone dreams of doing when they're growing up. So, it's important to enjoy it whilst it lasts, because it won't go on forever. But like I said, when I've been down here, I've had a great relationship with all the players and the fans as well. So I think that builds a good relationship, and hopefully one going forward that it will be good for everyone. Yeah.
That relationship with the fans as well, how important is that in terms of a captain's role with the side?
Yeah, I think so. It's important to do something, give something back to the fans. I think Exeter's a community place, so it's nice to be involved as much as you can and sort of give stuff back and be involved as much as you can, which is part of being captain. You're part of the community as well, and it's something that I'm still learning and building on, but it's something that I also enjoy doing.
It seems you're very popular with the Exeter City players and Exeter City supporters, but when you come to opposition players analysing you seem to have that relish that battle on the pitch. How do you think they see you?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm probably two different characters completely, like on and off the pitch. I try and it's obviously being in centre midfield, you're involved in the thick of it the majority of the time. So you've got to have that bit of an edge to you where you want to get one over on the opposition. So I'm not sure how they'd look into me, but I would say I probably two different characters on and off the pitch, which isn't a bad thing, I'd imagine.